Hello YouTube and welcome back to Allie's Wonderland Creations. I am Alice Seraphin and I am a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator here in the Pacific Northwest. Yes, my hick town of Belfair, Washington. And guys, today is a very typical March day in the Pacific Northwest. That means rain. Oh yeah, bring it on, right? Bring it on. My Aunt Carol would say, no, that's not what I want to see. And I'd say, bring on the rain. Yes, because that's what makes the state, at least on this side of the pass, that's what makes the state so gorgeously green. So I don't mind the rain. Bring it on. Just dump that water right on down here. It's okay with me. So anyways, this is February 2025's Paper Pumpkin Alternative Video number 29. Yes, I told you we're going to get into the 30s. Oops, let's flip it over. So this kit is called Hello Spring. And today it would be Hello Rain in my neck of the woods. So you could have made 3 of this card, 3 of this one, and 3 of this one, and you would have received those 9 wonderful envelopes to cut open and do what you like with them. Over here, this QR code would lead you to a video to show you how to put this kit together as it is designed. Down here lists the coordinating colors. As always, you get a visual of everything in the kit. Over here, this one would lead you to how to purchase the Spring is in the Air set of dies. I still have not gone up and checked for the new set of dies. Usually I get a notice, in my email. Anyways, these two will coordinate with March. These two coordinate with February. This one, of course, was January's. We're going to set that aside. And then we're going to take a look at the stamps. So we have the chives. And if you're like me and a lot of others, you just cut that little chives right off. It doesn't hurt it at all. Trying to find the stamp. It's right there. Thanks for helping me grow. Happy Easter. Hello Spring for you. Sending love to a wonderful friend. I've even done some stamping. This one's going to be quick because this is part of that prep work while I waited for my virtual doctor's appointment. Yes, I did a lot of stuff the other day. Okay, so let's get started. Like I said, there's a lot of prep work. We're going to use some of these little gold sticker butterflies at my Aunt Carol. Hopefully I don't forget them. I am also bringing in from this little floral bit from June 2022's Pick of the Crop, which I think okay, June 2022 paper pumpkin. I do this so if you guys are wondering, why does she write everything down? Well, it helps me when I go to put everything in the description part of the video, because I have found that I load the video and I wait for it to load, right? And then I go back and I put the description in. Sometimes I have a trouble with that. Sometimes it doesn't work, but the video usually takes longer. Lately, for some reason, it doesn't want to load. Like one time I started loading up a video and literally the next morning it still hadn't loaded and I had to delete it and start again. That is how I lose videos also. That really aggravates because somehow I lose them when that happens, and on occasion it does. I am not tech savvy, guys, just not. I do the best I can with my little camera here. So we have a white card base, 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4. We have, this is part of the card base. You see it's white on the back, so it is not an envelope. It is a card base. So this is 4 1/8 by 5 3/8. A little different because I just wanted the tiniest of border there. And that's half of a card base from the kit. Then we have the Basic Beige layer. We have the green strip from the kit. And no, that won't work. Sorry. We have the Basil ephemera piece, and I stamped and fussy cut the Hello Spring. Why? Because I can. And we have some linen thread from the kit. And like I said, I want to use some of those little gold butterflies. Alrighty. Let's move this aside. I even have 30s all done. I don't have it written in the book, but I do have it done. I'm going to bring in the Stamped in Pierce mat for the envelope and for the inside of the card. This is going to be an Easter card. So let's get the stamping out of the way first, since I already know what I'm doing there. I thought I would do a combination. I need this out of the way. Coaster and chives. I thought I would do a little combination of the two. So we're going to do this one right here. We're going to use some Mossy Meadow. This one right here. Oh, I didn't mean to do it full strength. Oh well, it's going to work. I meant to do it the other way, but that's going to work just as well. I'm going to use my Happy Easter stamp from the thrift store. So I'm going to pop that on top of that one. Why? Because I can, and I'm just doing a little different. Now I can stamp the Happy Easter from the kit. And we're going to do that right next to this one. If I stamped it on top of it, you'd never see it. So envelope, check, done. This is going to be a portrait card. So let's get the inside done. It says big, big, big Happy Easter is what we're going with. In the dark Mossy Meadow, because that's going to fit really nicely on the inside. And we need, sorry, I need to move the Mossy Meadow because I need to do a little twist here. We're going to do our chives, and then we're going to ink this one up because this kind of looks herby, right? Oh, really nice. Shall we go ahead and put that little pop of petunia pop inside of it? I think so. Make it springy. We don't need that anymore. I'm just trying to, so, because they were kind of topsy-turvy where I had put them. Can put it nice and bright. And where's my envelope? We're going to do it nice and bright on both sides. This one's not going to have one. That's going to be a single because that pretty flower would get totally covered up. So there's our bit. There's the inside of our card. Now I'm going to put up the petunia pop. Yep, baby. And so, I gotta tell you, so Hankster, oh my goodness, that child. So yesterday I was in a bit of a cleaning frenzy. I was this morning too. I'll tell you all about that in a second. So make sure my pattern is going the right way. So he doesn't notice that yesterday I washed 5 of the blankets off of his bed. Now, the kid couldn't possibly notice because he has another 3 on his bed. I'm not exaggerating, guys. Okay, the kid has throw blankets like crazy. And the really sad thing is there is a massive, like, you know, one of those big totes from Walmart, like $20 totes. We're talking a massive one under his bed with throw blankets. 4 of them. My daughter has got to let me get rid of these things because she buys them and Hank takes them successfully from her, and then everything she's like, Mom, but I buy them for me, and then he ends up with them. Yes, and they all end up there. And this I gotta tell you, so this holiday season, you know, I was doing I bought a black like chenille throw blanket. Great deal. I found it downtown at the hardware store of all places, and it went from $16.99, and I got it for how much did I get for that? Oh, $9.99, I think. And then I had a coupon because it was True Value for $5 off, right? So I couldn't beat that, you know, $5 for this great, soft, wonderful throw blanket for the holidays. I didn't need another throw blanket. But anyway, so I bought this one, and that darn child steals that throw blanket. Not to mention, he had a red velvet type one that my daughter bought for her that he has in his bedroom. Then she brought home a black and white cow print by Ariat, because she works at Wilco, which is a farm store, right? And she gets these store gift cards, and she doesn't, besides buying her and Hank clothes, she doesn't know what to do with them sometimes. So she'll buy nice, you know, throw blankets. And so she bought this black and white print that she liked. And so she brought that home with it. And she gets these, you know, if she gets a good recommend at work from a customer, they'll, you know, during the month, she'll get one of these free, you know, gift cards to use in the store. And so that's how she gets a lot of things. And oh my gosh, Hank just had to have that blanket, guys. And oh my goodness. So she's like, Hank, no, this is the one blanket that I want. This is the one thing. And so about a couple weeks later, she gets another one. And so she buys him a blue print. It's a Western style print anyways, Ariat blanket. So, and then he has his Yellowstone blanket from last summer, his throw blanket. I'm not kidding. He has a down comforter on top of his blue bedspread. Underneath the blue bedspread is one of those throw blankets that is got Blue, the Jurassic Park dinosaur. Under that one is the Minecraft one that has holes in it that neither my daughter nor he will let me get rid of. And if you stitch it, it's so old, it's just coming apart. He's had it since he was like 2. Underneath there, yes, there is an old cotton thermal blanket. Now, does he get under all these covers? No, he will sleep on top of this stuff. He's just nuts about blankets. So this morning, right, he doesn't, at least I don't think. So we have this green piece and this are going to go to, this is going to go down. This is going to get popped up. Okay. So he's doesn't say anything to me. And I really don't think he can, you know, acknowledge, besides the fact that he covers the dog up with the throw blankets too, you know, and they all stink. So I have to wash them. So I'm washing the blankets, and I only could throw like 2 or 3 depending on the size, like his little Yellowstone blanket. Then there's his silkies from when he is a baby, and there's 3 of those that are under his pillow, and I stick them in the pillowcase. They all got to get washed. Oh yeah, it's just an ordeal and a half sometimes, but I've been washing these. So this morning he gets up, and he doesn't say good morning, Manji, or anything. He says, Manji? He's like, my blue Ariat blanket is missing. Did you do something with the Ariat blanket? Like, he's what he's concerned with is I would have gotten rid of that blanket. I said, Hank, this is the blanket that I had to sew the trim on because, okay, it has this really wide ribbon trim that goes all the way around it. And he pulled a string and it undid it, and it almost all the way around this blanket I had to sew over the holidays. I'm like, Hank, I washed it. It stunk. Like, boom. He's like, but I like the way it smells. It smells like my dog. He drives me crazy. So we are going to put Hello Spring, I think there. And this, I told you, this is going to be a quick one. Anyways, he's so funny. He likes the way, he likes to smell, I don't know how, but he likes the smell of his dog. And when I wash it, I guess he gets upset because they no longer smell like Boone. So I said, no, Hank. I said, if I can walk in that room and I smell a dog, especially, you know, with the weather, I said, blankets have to get washed. I said, and I'm not done yet. He's like, well, I'd really like my Ariat blanket. He's like, and I said, well, Hank, I said, it's in the laundry basket. I just haven't, you know, had time to, I don't want to put all these clean blankets back in your room, you know, yet. And then he goes over to the basket, like he's going to sleep in it. He's getting ready to go to school. He's like, oh, my Yellowstone blanket. Oh, my red blanket. I'm like, what are you doing? He's like, these are my blankets. I said, yes, but you still have other blankets that smell like Boone, and I need to clean these things. And oh, we were having a little tug of war with the blankets this morning. I'm like, look, I will finish the laundry in your room today, and then you can put all your blankets back in there. And he's like, and Boone's just gotta sleep with me. They're just gonna get smelly again. Just like, I know, kid. I know they're gonna get smelly again. But at least I know they are, you know, somewhat clean. He just like, oh, just so funny. But of all the blankets I had in there, I mean, he had my Remington. I have 2 blankets that stay in the living room, usually. I have a Remington throw blanket and a Browning blanket, because hunting themes, right? And we got them at the Sportsman's Warehouse years ago. Those stay in the living room, normally. I found those in his bedroom. Yes, they had fallen, you know, between the bed and the wall. But I'm like, oh my goodness, why does he need those on top of all these blankets? So I just hope that this summer I can get rid of some of these throw blankets. Look how pretty that is. So, yes, Hank is a blanket fiend. I mean, he has a laundry hamper in his closet. And guess what's in there? There's a few blankets in the laundry hamper. He doesn't use the laundry hamper. I'd never be able to get to it to get things out. So it's got a little baby blanket in there. And it's full of stuffies, as they call them, which are stuffed animals. And that's a long lost story. That's a lost cause there. My daughter informed me. I'm looking for a teeny tiny one here. I can never get rid of any of the stuffies when I clean. So I think we're going to go right here. So isn't that kind of pretty? Little different. So hello spring, the butterflies, happy Easter. You know what? We can put a couple little butterflies down here. Why not? They're just stickers. I like this flying one, and I'm not going to, of course, me. Now I want to move over here. Yes. Anyways, nope, that one's going the wrong direction. So I have to take this one. That was our morning tug of war with the blankets. So guess what's in the washer? And our blankets. Yes, blankets for Hank's room. Crazy kid. All right, we are all done, guys. There's one down, and I'm going to see how many I get today. Today I'm going over to my Aunt Carol's as well. So not bad. Cute little card. Wink Estella. This up. So by the way, I do watch YouTube videos, guys. I really do. I was watching and something new came on that I hadn't seen, and I want to know if any of you out there have seen them or tried them, and they're called press plates. So any opinions? It looks really interesting to me. I just want some opinions. I was also watching a woman who was using a press plates and using her die cutting machine, and she was showing that you could use with the actual plate. So they look like a die is what they are. But instead of, it's really interesting. They look like a die, but you can ink them, and debosses instead of embosses. You can also, they have die cuts that go with them that will actually die cut them out. So it's like a stamped image, but it's metal. I don't know if I'm explaining that very well. Anyways, anybody have any, use any of that? Let me know what your opinions are on those, because those looked really interesting. And I'm always up to looking for something. So anyways, this is the cute little card. I hope you guys like it. Thanks for watching, and I'm going to do another video. Yes, while I can. Because I've got lots of stuff to do. So thanks for watching, and I hope you come back and visit me here in my Wonderland. Bye-bye for now, everyone.